Hi everybody, welcome to the 3 Keys to Explosive Business Growth. We'll get started with the presentation here in just a couple of minutes. We still got a lot of people joining in here, so we'll let everybody get settled in and then we'll get going. So you got a few minutes, now's a great time if you want to go run to the restroom, get a drink of water, take care of that last minute email. This is a good time to do it, and I'll be back with you here in just another minute or two. All right, hi everybody. Welcome again to the 3 Keys to Explosive Business Growth. I'm going to give it just one more minute as we've still got a number of people jumping in here. So give me just one more minute. I'll be back with you and we'll get going. Thanks. Okay, let's go ahead and get going, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today. Our presentation is the 3 Keys to Explosive Business Growth. I do appreciate you taking the time to join me, and I am sure that you're going to get some good, valuable content out of here today. I just wanted to cover a couple logistics here. First thing, one, I am recording this. So I will get the recording out to you afterwards, so you'll have an opportunity to review the material. Also, just want to let you know that below this presentation, you will see a Q&A box there. You can type in your questions, and those will be sent to me. At the end of the presentation, I am going to handle a few questions, and anything that I don't get to or I don't know the answer to, be sure that I will reach out to you, or somebody from my team will reach out to you shortly after this presentation to make sure that we get your questions answered. And then last but not least, if you want to see the presentation in a full screen mode, the service that we're using here does have that capability. If you just kind of hover over the presentation that you're seeing right now, the slide that you see, on the lower right hand side, you will see a little box. If you click on that, it will expand it to full screen mode, and then you can just hit escape at any time to exit out of full screen mode. So on that note, we'll go ahead and get going here with the 3 keys to explosive business growth. Now, the fact is, I think we all know this, the economy is still weak. You hear mixed reports all the time about what exactly is happening, but I know that, for the most part, the majority of businesses that we talk to say that they are still struggling even years after the recession began, and it just has not been the easiest business environment for quite some time. Right now, U.S. Census reports that 85% of businesses will fail in their first year, so it's a really tough environment for businesses that are just getting started, and certainly, again, we hear that sentiment echoed in all of the small businesses that we work with and hear from. And, we know what you're going through. We're a small business ourselves. Costs have gone up. Margins are tighter. You care about your business and your customers, as we all do. And we are all looking for answers to ignite growth so that we can enjoy the rewards of working hard in our own businesses, and make sure that we have a more stable and secure future for our business and for our personal incomes. And the reality is that growth is what it's all about. Growth creates opportunity, growth creates jobs, and it creates increased income for all of us. So growth is what we're after. Let's talk about how we can go get it. Now, the good news is that growing a business involves just 3 key strategies. And, I like that it's just 3 key strategies because for me, anything that we can do to simplify what we need to do to grow our business is a good thing, right? We've all got so much going on, so many things that we're juggling. The ability to put it into just 3 key strategies helps me and helps my clients realize where they need to focus their energies to grow their business. So let's go ahead and jump into what those 3 keys to explosive business growth are. So number 1 is to get more people to see your business, get more visibility for your business, or to sum it up, get more customers, right? So strategy number 1 is to get more customers. Strategy number 2 is to upsell and cross-sell your current customers. Okay, get your current customers to spend more. So strategy number 1, get more customers. Strategy number 2, to get those customers that you have to spend more. And strategy number 3 is to follow up with those customers to get them to buy more often. Okay, that's pretty darn simple, right? 3 key strategies to focus on at your business. We don't have to make this any harder than it is, okay? Get more customers, get them to spend more by doing more effective upselling and cross-selling and reselling. And then third, get your customers to come back and buy more often. If you just focus on those 3 things at your business and don't try to make growth any more complex than that, then I promise you that you will see more growth in the next year. Now, let's take a look at some of the tactics that drive each of these strategies, and we'll start with strategy number 1, get more people to see your business and get more customers. The key to this is reaching out to a larger audience every day and making sure that your business can be found when people are looking, right? So how do we do that? Well, in today's day and age, there are lots and lots of ways to do that, right? There's all these various types of media and advertising and marketing, but for most small businesses and most local businesses, there are 3 key things that we focus on: SEO, social media, and pay-per-click. Okay, so let's start with search engine optimization. I'm sure that just about everybody on the call has heard of search engine optimization at one time or another. Maybe you've even invested in it. Some of you have had some good results. Some of you have had some not so good results. SEO tends to be kind of a controversial topic to some extent because I think a lot of people have tried SEO and not gotten the results that they wanted, and some people even feel like they've been ripped off by somebody that was peddling SEO services at one point or another. But regardless of how you feel about it, there's no question that SEO is incredibly important for any business that's looking to be successful today. It's amazing. There's over 1 billion searches on the web daily, right? Search engines that didn't even exist just around a dozen years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was. But every day now, Google answers more than 1 billion questions from people around the globe in 181 countries and 146 languages. Now, that's just Google, right? That's not counting MSN, and their search engine, Bing, or Yahoo, or all the other search engines that exist around the globe. So it's amazing how search has become a part of our daily life. It's how people are finding information. Now, how important is it that you rank well in those search engines? This is pretty amazing. According to the information from the Chitika network, you can see here that based on a sample of over 8 million impressions, you can see here what this graph shows you is that along the bottom there, going from 1 to 20 to the right, that's showing you the search result position in Google search engine. So number 1 would be the top search result when you do a search. Number 2 would be the second, and so on. On the left-hand side, going up and down there, you can see the percentage of Google traffic that each of those search results gets. So amazingly, you can see that position number 1 gets 35% of all of the search engine traffic that comes through Google for that search. That means 35% of people that search for a given term inside of Google will click on the first result. That dives off very, very quickly. As you can see, the second search result gets less than half of that, and then it just trails off very quickly from there. And the point being, you can see right around result 9 or 10, that's where you get off of the first page, and you're now on the second page of search results, and you can see that the traffic is almost non-existent. So if you're not on the first page of Google, then you are definitely losing out on just about all of the search traffic that's taking place every day. 1 billion searches taking place every day, and your business is not getting any of it. All right, so how do we fix that? Well, there's some basics, there's some fundamentals of SEO that everybody should understand. One, you just got to know who your target audience is. Okay, you are not going to build a website that is attractive to everybody. So you need to know who your target audience is, and you need to use the correct language or correct keywords to make sure that you are targeting that audience appropriately. Different people are looking for different things. They use different language to search. You want to find out what that language is of your ideal customer and make sure that you are using those keywords in the content of your site. And that brings us to the third point, to create compelling content. A search engine searches content, various forms of content, right? Written content, video content, pictures. That's all content. You need to create the most compelling content that you can and get it out there on the web so that the search engines, particularly Google, have something defined, and make sure that it's loaded up with the right keywords so that Google knows when to deliver your content to the appropriate searchers. Okay, this really is the fundamentals of SEO. We try and make it much more complicated than this, and certainly there is more to it than this, but these really are the fundamentals that you need to concentrate on. Now, excuse me, one of the things that I absolutely recommend to all businesses when it comes to SEO is that you use video. Okay, video continues to just grow off the charts in terms of its use by consumers and its prevalence in the search engines. And you can see that video attracts eyeballs much more than text. Okay, you can see this is a Google search result page for how to make a pizza. And you can see that that bright white glow or yellow glow, that's where eyes are looking. This is an eye tracking chart. That's where people's eyes are looking. And the reason that they're looking there is there's 2 images right there. Those images are images from videos that Google found, and it presents those little images in the search results, and people's eyes are naturally